Hey guys, back with another week of toy pickups. Only got a couple things in this week. Have some other stuff come in next week, and some things I'm probably gonna pick up at Ross or Ollie's or something will be in here next week. But things that I got this week, some stuff that I've been waiting on, and some stuff. Well, I guess there's just two things. So let's just talk about them. All right. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is that I got the retro CoverGirl, which actually is giving me pause because I also have the original classified CoverGirl, which is, I guess, is more of like the later in the show CoverGirl, and this was the earlier CoverGirl versus the later one, and this one has gotten all of the backlash about the face, which I don't think that's that bad, but then also too I got bad eyesight, so maybe it's worse than I think if I put my glasses on. I actually like this, and I just think it just probably needed, excuse me, a better head sculpt. So if she had just slightly better, maybe a better, no, see, the paint job is really good on it. It's just the sculpt wasn't good. This was a sculpting problem. A lot of times it's just it's the paint job that kind of ruins. It covers up a great sculpt. That one was just really like, it wasn't the best sculpt. It wasn't horrible, it just wasn't the best sculpt. So they decided to get a better sculptor, and he decided to give us basically our Becky CoverGirl. I mean, if you were to think of somebody who was a model, you'd probably picture this over this, where this one looks like she's somebody's mom who's also in the military or a mechanic. This one dropped her. Screams model. She's got her long hair, and this outfit is more of like the early episodes when she first appeared before she cut her hair. She's a model, of course she's going to change her look, but I love that it comes with the sledgehammer. I love that it comes with a wrench like the other one. They can kind of intertwine the wrenches. We'll have a wrench battle or something like that. I'm not really sure where to put her though, because I can take her out of my setup where CoverGirl is currently right now, but do I want CoverGirl from the earlier one, or do I want CoverGirl from the later episodes, which you're more familiar with? It's a little bit up in there. This head sculpt is so good, and she came with alternate ones. There's another one. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get this out of this bag, out of this package. I'm gonna start doing this a little bit more often and start showing you guys accessories. I don't like doing reviews because I feel like too much involved in them. You gotta get scale, and I need a setup, and I just like talking to you guys, right? So this head sculpt is where am I at? Really good with the hat on. I really like that. I also thought about, as a matter of fact, let me just do it now. Let me pop. Ha! The ball stayed in there. Well, I guess I may not be able to do that here on camera right now. Let me see if I can get this ball out. Maybe. Or maybe I just broke it. One of the two. Alright, look, I'm going to get back to this. I'm not going to keep struggling on this. But what I'm going to try to do, we'll do it without the ball peg. Check that out, right? That looks pretty awesome. Hopefully it looks like that when I actually put it on the ball peg. I actually kind of like this. I may keep her with this ponytail and just get rid of the old mom face in that one. That's pretty cool. Alright, so that was my CoverGirl. She does come with the laser rifle and alternate hands that are in the package. Sorry, I'm not going to pull this out. I'm going to drop everything if I do. She also comes with that, but I am still dropping things. But I'm probably never going to use that because I like the whole mechanic vibe of her, and especially with the sledgehammer. I like the sledgehammer better than anything. Maybe she's hitting an engine block with it or something like that. But either way, I'm going to keep her in that without the laser rifle. I'll get a laser rifle to somebody else who has like a regular nowadays gun that I want him to have a laser rifle like in the cartoon. Other thing that I got. So you guys already know that I had Ken. Now I have Ryu. And I've just been waiting to get them in just to do this from the video game, from Alpha. When they would bump Knuckles right before they started, if you fought Ryu versus Ken. This is awesome. They scale about the same. I don't know if it's my eyesight or maybe you guys can tell me. He looks so much wider on camera. Like the gi looks so much wider on camera. Then it looks great at me. But then also I'm colorblind. But on camera it looks so white and pristine, and it's like it just looks so much gray to me that it threw me off a little bit. I was like, well, that doesn't really work. But on camera, he seems to be pretty cool. This thing is just as articulate as Ken. He can kick like super high. I know it's a bad pose. I do better posing when I put them on the shelf, not live. But other than that, the head sculpt's really, really good. If you haven't seen it, the head sculpt's really, really good. I really dig this figure. I'm really excited about the rest of what Storm Arena is doing in this line. I really wish either them or Jada would get the Mortal Kombat license. Like Todd, give it up already. Let somebody do it well. He also comes with the Hadouken. And I know people say Hadouken, but this is, for me, it was Hadouken. And comes on its own little stand, which came with the figure. It pops off. It doesn't, unfortunately, Jada had a better one where they had the hands in the middle of it. This one does not have the hands in the middle, but then again, in Alpha, maybe that wasn't a thing. Maybe I just didn't notice that the hands weren't in the middle. Plus, the ball traveled faster, so maybe they didn't animate that. Like in the other one, Street Fighter 2, it traveled a lot slower, so you could see the hands going across like that. And just like Ken, he's their articulation is so great that they actually can pose like that, and it comes with the other hands, which I don't know what I do with his box, but well, take my word on that one. So those are the two things that I got so far in this particular week for toy pickups. Toy news. So G.I. Joe, and there was a Target Geek Out thing that happened. G.I. Joe released Steeler and Short Fuse, and then also too, I believe, Mystique. Mystique came out for pre-order, and then on Hasbro Pulse, Deathbird and Goliath. Goliath? I think so. I may be messing that name up. Either way, they all came up for pre-orders today. One of the biggest things right now is that on the Steeler and Short Fuse one, Hasbro had that thing up for $64. I was like $63.99. You went to Target and it was $54.99. That is insane. Or maybe it was $62.99. So it's like $9 cheaper at Target. Dude, Hasbro is testing us. And I know I said, like, hey, you know, prices are going to go up a couple bucks, but damn near almost $10 is like, whoa, guys, come on. I think you're testing us. This thing, I hate to tell you guys not to buy stuff. If you, because it's sold out on Target, so if you really want to get it, go ahead and get it from Hasbro. That's not me. That's your money. But this is the first time I'm going to be like, that was them trying to see how much we're willing to pay for these figures. Look, I know the tariffs and everything, and the prices have to go up, but that was a shocker. Like, wow, dude, that's like, I mean, that's $30 a figure, and people were complaining about the 28. Now we're getting 30, you know, it's like, ooh, that was a bit. It's not gonna make me drop my collection. I'm not gonna sell all my stuff or never ever collect again. It just was a sticker shock, and just like a lot of people have been saying, I was like, I'm just gonna be a little bit more picky about what I buy, and then maybe Hasbro will get the hint and try to lower those prices back down, hopefully. That's normally how the market works. You don't buy stuff, then they say, oh, okay, how can we fix it so you can buy again? They'll lower the price, or they'll give us better stuff worth $63 in a 2-pack. Marvel Legends didn't even do that. Jeez, that 2-pack with Deathbird wasn't even that expensive. So I hope this is a one-off, and then maybe they'll come out and say that they, you know, the price was wrong, and it's gonna be $54.99. And not that, like, hey, everything else from this point forward is going to be that. It's, they're pushing Gamerverse so much, there's a lot of 2-packs coming out, and if they're going to be $63 every time, who knows how far I'm going to go with this Gamerverse line. But that's all I got to say this week. Next week I'll be back with some more stuff, because I obviously love spending money, and I'm running out of room, and I don't care. So make sure you subscribe and click notification button, all that stuff. All right, if you really care. Later.